Don't go, oh, there it is, right there. So the question is, like, what am I going to do? I don't really know. I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't want to, like, go on some wild goose chase. I also don't want to run so I hurt somebody else. I'm not interested in that. This is the most crazy time that I've ever seen in politics. Things that you think are going to happen never happen. And the things that we say would never happen are happening. It's just completely crazy. So I don't know, but I don't want to shut doors, and I don't want to say that I wouldn't run again. I want to tell you, though, that last presidential deal that I was in, outside of the debates and how crazy that was, and I was like a Ugandan swimmer. I was so far in the wings, nobody could ever see me. But it was totally fulfilling. And I ended up not endorsing Donald Trump, and I ended up not voting for Donald Trump. And there are people to this day who think I was bitter, and that's why I didn't do it. It had nothing to do with it. I had a great time. But I'm a person that believes, remember I mentioned about victims? I don't believe you tell people you're a victim and it's somebody else's fault. I believe that you can say to somebody, I know you're having trouble. I know you're having trouble, and if you're having this trouble, I know we can pull you up. Now, I wrote a book. It's called Two Paths. It was about essentially what I'm telling you. When I went to write the book, you know what they wanted me to do? They wanted me to throw dirt on people. That's how I was going to get a big advance. Tell us what was happening behind the scenes and tell us. I wouldn't do it. I said, I'll make no money if I have to do that. It was a great time and a great experience. Now, nobody just runs for president. This is a really hard thing to do. And so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Now, let me talk about the third party, Howard Schultz. I just think it's terrible how they are viciously attacking him. I mean, he has a right to run, and he can write any way he wants to. This is America. And so they're all like, you need to get out, and they're cursing at him and everything. Here's the way I look at it. If you have Donald Trump and somebody on the far left, there may be an ocean of people who say, I don't like either choice. And they may, for the first time, actually light up to a third-party candidate who could win. I don't know that that's going to happen. I met with some students here at DePauw earlier. Professor was in there. And they wanted to know, what about third party? I said, no, not me, but you think there'll be multiple parties? Well, what do you all think? I mean, if you go to the store to buy shoes, and neither of the department stores have the shoes you want, but I just opened a little store and I got the shoes, where are you going to go? And so that's the real question. If the major parties cannot begin to respond effectively to what people in this country want, there will be multiple parties. And by the way, I mean, I got a friend that's building a flying car. Now, I believe in flying cars since I saw Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but nevertheless, he literally is building something that would fly in a space where there's no congestion. We're talking about putting people like you and me up on the moon. We're talking about cars that will drive themselves. We're talking about robotic surgery. I mean, the things that are happening in this world are happening so fast, and they're so cool, and it's so amazing. Why would we think that politics is immune to change? So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see how people respond. And then that'll be kind of, it's going to be interesting to watch, and I don't know. It's cool, though.